On June 1st, more than 100 Ukrainian drones struck air bases deep inside Russia, targeting nuclear-capable long-range bombers. The scale of the operation, dubbed Spiderweb, became clear almost as soon as it began, with explosions reported across several time zones all over Russia. President Zelensky said 117 drones were used in the operation by the Ukrainian security service, striking 34% of Russia's strategic cruise missile carriers. Russia confirmed Ukrainian attacks in 5 regions, calling them a terrorist attack. The damage to Russia's strategic aviation was worth about $7 billion. Ukraine first smuggled FPV drones into Russia, followed later by mobile wooden cabins. Once on Russian territory, the drones were hidden under the roofs of these cabins, which had been placed on cargo vehicles. At the right moment, the roofs were remotely opened and the drones took off to strike the Russian bombers. Following this, on 3rd June, the Security Service of Ukraine carried out an attack on the Crimean Bridge. The agency said it had used 1,100 kilograms of explosives, which severely damaged the underwater pillars supporting the bridge. According to Ukraine, the bridge is a completely legitimate target since Russia uses it as a logistical artery to supply its troops fighting in mainland Ukraine. As well as serving as a vital supply line for Moscow's troops, the Crimean Bridge also has huge symbolic value for President Vladimir Putin, embodying his objective to bind the Ukrainian peninsula to Russia. Days after Ukrainian drone attack, Russia launched large-scale drone and missile strikes on Ukraine's capital and other parts of the country early on Friday, on the 6th of June. These aerial raids targeted the capital Kyiv, as well as cities in the northwest of the country. Russia's defense ministry said the strikes were in response to terrorist acts by the Kyiv regime, adding that it had targeted military sites. It said its armed forces overnight launched a massive strike with high-precision, long-range air, sea, and ground-based weapons, as well as attack drones. The attack came after Russian president warned US President Donald Trump he would respond to Ukraine's recent strikes on Russian air bases. Authorities say Friday's attacks included 38 cruise missiles, which is the kind Ukraine targeted in Sunday's operation. Zelensky said that 3 deaths had been confirmed in the strike, all employees of Ukraine's state emergency services. The Ukrainian leader added that now is exactly the moment when America, Europe, and everyone around the world can stop this war together by pressuring Russia. In an earlier statement, Kyiv's mayor said 4 people had been killed in the country's capital. Air raid alerts were in place in Kyiv, where a residential building was hit and the city's train system was disrupted after shelling damaged metro tracks. Tens of thousands of civilians in the capital spent a restless few hours in underground shelters. Earlier this month, direct peace talks between Russia and Ukraine took place in Istanbul, but ended without a major breakthrough. Ukrainian negotiators said Russia rejected an unconditional ceasefire, a key demand of Kyiv and its Western allies, including the US. Trump said Putin vowed to very strongly respond to Ukraine's recent attack on Russian air bases